There are times when we feel disconnected from others. No one truly understands us. We don't quite belong to a place. But if we look deeper, the real disconnection is not from people, it's from ourselves. We search for a sense of belonging outside, hoping that the right relationship, the right environment, or the right purpose will make us feel whole. I mean, all that, of course, plays a role in shaping the reality that we experience. However, on the contrary, there are times when no matter how much we try, there is always something missing. Sometimes the emptiness is not from the world, but because we have forgotten our connection to it, right? Now, the real question is, what if that we weren't just moving through the universe, but the universe is unfolding through us? Most of us, for the most of us, we go through life feeling like we are separate. It's so deeply ingrained in the way that we think that we rarely stop to even question it. You rarely question it. But the more you look, the more you see and understand that everything, literally, everything is connected. Now, on a fundamental level, everything in the universe is made up of energy. Through quantum physics, we also know that the particles that were once connected remain entangled, even when separated by vast differences. This means that at the smallest level of existence, separation is an illusion. Our bodies, the air that we breathe, the stars that we see in the sky, everything, the chair that you sit on, the pen you write with, everything is made up of the same fundamental energy, constantly interacting. So, when we feel disconnected, it's not because we truly are, but it's because our mind perceives it that way, because of our disconnection to ourselves. Now, from the moment that we are born, we are taught to see ourselves as individuals. Individuals in a sense that we are separate from everything else. When we grow up, we identify ourselves with our name, our nationality, with our religion. But over time, this conditioning makes it almost impossible to see beyond this illusion of separation. However, the ancient wisdom tells us that the separation itself is the greatest illusion. The separation itself is the greatest illusion. Let that sink in. Let this sink in for a second, right? So, in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun refuses to fight. Now, he refuses to fight because of his attachment, not because he sees oneness. He sees his enemies as his family, his teachers, his beloveds, right? His hesitation comes from his emotional ties to them. He does not want to kill people he cares about. And even if his duty, which is his role as a warrior, demands it. Now, torn between duty and attachment, seeing his enemies as separate from him, Krishna reveals to him a truth that goes beyond human perception. The wise see the same divine present in a learned priest, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and even an outcast. Which means that the same life force, the same consciousness that flows through you, flows through everything. There is no true division, only difference in expression is the rate of its vibration. he explains that life and death are part of the cycle, and clinging onto the attachment is something that is blinding Arjun. So once Arjun understands this, he sees that he is not just an individual acting separately, but part of something much greater. By the way, guys, leave your insights from this video in the comments below, right? Now, the real question is, if everything is one, if everything is truly one, why does reality feel so personal? Like I'm the only one suffering, everything bad or everything with so much struggle is happening with me. Now, here comes the Hermetic law of mentalism, which says all is mind, the universe is mental. This means that what you experience is not happening to you, rather, it is happening through you. Life is unfolding through you. Your entire reality is shaped by your perception, what you believe, what you expect, what you focus on. These things are not just a concept, but they are reality itself, because they are also energy, and you are embodying that energy in a certain way. There was a time when I had put everything into my business, everything, literally. I was showing up constantly, creating content, doing everything I was supposed to do. But no matter how much effort I put into, the results just weren't there. They were just there. My business was just stuck in the same momentum for months. For months. Every time I checked, it's the same. I started feeling like it's something personal, like the universe was holding something back from me, like it's against me or something. Then one evening, I sat on my bed, staring at my phone, refreshing the page over and over again, as if something would suddenly change, but nothing really did. Nothing. And I just felt this wave of strong frustration hit me, because I had invested so much time, so much money, so much energy. And the question was, why isn't it even working? Then I remember putting my phone down and just sitting there, staring at the ceiling, thinking maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe I'm not meant to do this, Maybe I just should give up. Maybe I should just stop trying so hard. And then, instead of feeling defeated, I just let go. I just let go. Not in a dramatic way, not in a way that, I give up, man. Like, not in that way, but in a quiet, almost peaceful way, right? I just accepted that whatever was meant to happen will happen, and I need to just relax. I need to stop being so controlling and forcing outcomes. I stopped resisting, stopped trying to force an outcome. And in days, I kid you not, in days that followed, things started shifting out of nowhere. My business gained such positive momentum, and then more opportunities started coming in. And it wasn't like an external change that mattered, though. It was a realization that the life was not against me. It was just mirroring what I was holding on to. Nothing had actually been stuck. I was the one holding on to the idea of feeling stuck, of being stuck. And the moment I let go of the resistance, things started moving. Things started gaining momentum, and it became so amazing that I was like, what is even happening? And that's when I really understood, right? Nothing is separate. Life is not happening to me, it's happening through me. It wasn't life changing. I was changing. Because nothing is ever separate. Nothing. We tend to think in opposites, right? We divide things into good and bad, success and failure, dark and light. But what we need to understand is that these are not separate forces. They are the same energy, just vibrating at different frequencies. Hot and cold are not two different things. They are one thing at different rate of vibration, which is stated in the law of polarity. Everything exists on this spectrum, and the division is only our perception. Now, in Quran, there is a story of Moses and Pharaoh, which is often seen as a battle between good and bad. But if you really understand that, you'll understand that both were serving the same divine plan. Without opposition, growth would not happen at all. If Pharaoh had not resisted, Moses would not have risen. The tension between them was not a battle of separate forces, it was a necessary unfolding of the same energy. And this is why every ancient teaching tells us that treat others as we wish to be treated. It's not even about morality, because morality is again a human concept. Now, this is not something you should take to heart and start doing all the bad shit. No. It is because there is no other. When you harm someone, you harm the same consciousness that exists in you. When you help someone, you're not just helping them, you are strengthening the very essence of the life that flows through you. Have you ever noticed that life mirrors right back to you? It mirrors back what you give. The energy you put out in some form or another always finds its way back to you. If you have, share your insights in the comments below and share your insights on this video, right? Once you start to see this, everything changes. When you feel disconnected, question your thoughts. Question how you're really feeling inside, how you're really feeling within. Because are you truly separate, or is it just perception? Instead of judging things as good or bad, try to observe them. Just observe them from a neutral point of view. Observe them as a part of a larger moment. If you ever doubt your connection to everything, take a moment to breathe. Just breathe. The same breath that moves through you is the same that moves through the trees, the animals, the ocean, right? The stars. The same consciousness that thinks through you creates everything that ever exists or could exist. Understand this, that you are not here to find meaning. You are the meaning itself, unfolding through experience. The universe is not something outside of you. It's who you are. It's who you truly are, beyond your name, beyond your form, and beyond even thoughts, right? So the question is, will you keep seeing yourself as separate, or will you understand that everything is connected, that you are truly connected to the all, and you exist in the mind of all, and you are the all? And with that, I will see you in the next video.